Yeah.
Hey yo, man, it's your time. And fuck poverty. Get this money, man.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Phil and Leroy the Judgmental Podcast.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Phil.
And I'm Leroy. So what's going on, Phil?
What's up, man? It ain't been nothing. Just bored week with no football.
See, I think it's good. It's like a free week, a free Sunday where I don't have anything to do.
See, I look forward to the games.
Well, I guess we'll get into it. Last time we did this, we had a piece on the guy shooting. The guy was robbing the restaurant, the taco restaurant, and the guy shot him. Was it self-defense or was he over excessive? And Phil brought up a story about a man that shot a woman in his house. So the guy shot the guy in a restaurant, and we said was it was over excessive or not. Philip brought up a story about a guy that shot a woman in his garage. So he said, see if you can find it. So here's 80-year-old Long Beach, California native. So he's neighbors with Trey D. Tom Greer killed Andrea Miller when I hate to laugh. I'm sorry. When he found Miller and her boyfriend Gus Adams breaking to a safe in his home. So he wasn't home, and I guess he had walked in on him, and they were trying to get into his safe. So he had quote unquote shot him. So this was in 2014. He was 80 years old. I don't know if he's still alive now or anything like that. So here's the little article, and listen to this. I'm pretty sure a majority of people heard this before, but we'll play it and listen to what this guy says.
Is sparking a lot of debate on social media right now, and you'll understand why. A Long Beach, California homeowner says he has no regrets after shooting and killing an unarmed woman who said she was pregnant. This after he got into a confrontation with her and another man who were ransacking his home.
When the time comes to defend yourself, you best do something.
The words of the 80-year-old homeowner who confronted two robbers.
I walked in on them, and they downed me. They jumped on me in the hallway.
But Tom Greer says he managed to get his .22 caliber Smith & Wesson revolver. He says when that unarmed couple saw his gun, they took off out the back door, and he followed.
The lady didn't run fast as a man, so I shot her back twice. She's dead, and they told her off, but he got away. She says, "Don't shoot me, I'm pregnant, I have a baby," and I shot her anyway.
And since then, there has been a swift and almost split reaction on social media sites. While some say they would have done exactly the same thing, others say gun owners don't have the right to shoot a robber outside their home.
Investigators have to look at both sides of this coin.
NBC legal analyst Royal Oakes tells us Long Beach detectives have much to consider.
And on the one hand, a frail man in his 80s, he's been attacked in his own home by intruders. He has a right to self-defense. On the other hand, he did shoot a person who was trying to get away, so he wasn't in imminent danger himself. And the law says you can't shoot somebody under those circumstances.
Greer says he has no regrets and has a warning for the alleged partner in crime still wanted tonight.
I shot her, so that's going to leave a message on his mind.
Long Beach police say they are still investigating this. It is not clear whether any charges will be filed against Greer for the shooting.
Well, the news kind of cleaned it up. So what he did is he shot her outside in the back twice. He dragged her body and tried to bait the guy to like come and get her, but the guy didn't take the bait. So
I didn't hear all that.
Yes. So the DA didn't. The woman wasn't pregnant. I guess she just said that so the guy wouldn't shoot her, and they didn't charge the 80-year-old man, Tom Greer. Ladies and gentlemen, don't follow him, because if you've done the same thing he did, your ass would be in jail. First of all, you can't shoot anybody in the back like that. It's become the victim to the aggressor. Now the lady is run. Okay, yeah, they whooped his ass, and they shit. Well, it's two parts to the story. Let me start with number one. Number one, leave people shit alone. Okay. You break into somebody's house, or you doing some shit in somebody's house. That's like doing something in a lion's cage. Now, I might be playing around and joking in the lion's cage. The lion might not attack me. The lion might lick me and you know, play with me and all that stuff. But if I'm in a lion's cage playing around, what's to stop that lion from ripping me to shreds? That's number one. All right. Number two, when it comes to defending yourself, it's becoming a victim and the aggressor. Okay, they beat him in the hallway and all that stuff. They got away. You can't shoot anybody in the back like that. Then he dragged her dead body over and try to bait the guy to come and get her. The guy didn't do it, so that's what happened.
There's a gray area when it comes to shooting in the back, because a lot of times they say you can't. But a lot of times, if it's self-defense and they turn around and they got their back, and you get some cases, people have gotten off from shooting them in the back after they've been assaulted.
Yeah, but she was running away. So I don't know how far she was from the house. They never really say, but I guess that's why they say that he should have been charged, because he shot her in the back.
I don't think he should have been charged. Leave people.
Yes, he should. That's true. But yes, he should be charged. But you're right.
I said I don't think. So
that's what I said. You're right. You're right. But he should have been charged.
No.
But the reason why he wasn't charged, ladies and gentlemen, he's 80 years old and he has more days behind him than he is in front of him. So
on top of that, they jumped him.
Yeah, they jumped him in the house, but they got out the house.
They jumped him.
Yeah, but they jumped him in the house, but he got out the house.
I don't care. Break in my house, jump me, and if you're in my backyard or in shooting distance, I'm gonna bust your ass too.
With their back turned.
I don't care.
Okay. All right now. You're not 80 years old though.
I don't need to be.
Oh yes, you do. And your shade ain't up to par. We can go there also. Your shade ain't, you know.
I'm a 20-year.
Don't matter. Don't go there. So don't go there.
Yeah, dude. Most of the police guys are military.
Okay, and
so they're gonna understand where I'm coming from.
No, okay. All right, now this next one. Oh yeah, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to say that these are majority of the stuff we're doing is viral videos. So we have a viral video from of last week. We have a Mel Karen. I told you we call Mel Karens Kenneth. Don't call him Ken, because Ken is cool with you. Ken will drink beer with you after work and all that stuff.
I don't drink beer with nobody named Ken after work.
It's people that have jobs that name is Ken, and Ken to sit up there and would drink beer with you and talk about the game and all that stuff. Now,
those guys named Ken is Kenneth, so it ain't no difference.
So Kenneth is the one you got to watch out for. Okay, so the guy was the Kenneth was taking pictures of a black veteran's property. And so the kids, you know how kids like write chalk on the driveway and the pavement. So the kids have, I assume it was the black guy's kids was writing, stuff on the driveway. You know, when chalk, you know what kids do.
Yeah. And
the Kenneth was taking pictures of the driveway. I don't know. There must be some type of block captain or here how we talk about the street mayor, the neighborhood mayor.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm thinking that he was one of those guys. So here's the here it is, ladies and gentlemen. You can hear the black veteran, but it's the guy was like kind of far away, so the microphone didn't really pick up. I'll try to talk about what he said. So here's the video.
Hey, what is your fucking problem, dude?
That's the black guy. That's the black guy talking. We had. Why you think it's funny?
just the way he talked.
That's the black guy, ladies and gentlemen. So you trying to say Barry Doherty was his favorite basketball player?
Probably.
Hey, what is your fucking problem, dude? Hey, come here. Why are you fucking taking pictures of my property? Huh? Tom, stay over there. Quit harassing. Stop. Stop, Tom. All right? Last warning, brother.
Call the cops. You're a punk. You're a coward Marine.
What else?
You're a cunt.
What else?
And a coward Marine.
Man, get off the dope.
Well,
Get off the dope right now.
okay.
You over here bothering me.
Look.
Can you hear Tom? Or
Yes,
Oh,
I heard
okay.
both of them.
Okay. Do you hear the cat meowing?
No.
What are you gonna say?
I'm a pedophile.
Oh,
Yes.
You're
dude.
the biggest fucking nigger in town.
Excuse me?
Damn.
Say it again there, crazy.
You're the biggest nigger in town.
Hey, he baited him to say it again, and he said it again. So,
Oh,
and you know, with hair like that, he definitely on something.
get over there, boy, right now. Go. You're done, Tom. Your history. Go.
Go?
Go.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm an American citizen. Get over your property right now, man, because you're acting stupid right now. You're disturbing the peace on public property. Get over there right now, crazy.
Talk about crazy. Take your meds.
Go away, Tom.
That's a very nice effigy you have on the ground.
Go away, Tom.
That's a very nice effigy.
Hey, you guys need to leave the neighborhood soon. You serve no purpose here.
Who drew that? Who drew that?
Tom, go.
So it must be other neighbors outside, because you heard that, but they said, "Tom, go home now."
Yeah, I did hear somebody in the background say that.
Yeah, it must be a neighbor. He must be like how we talk about the neighborhood mayor,
Mhm.
and I guess it was
So
neighborhood
who's the neighborhood mayor? Tom?
Tom. Yeah,
Okay.
and they told him to take his ass home.
Mhm.
Wait.
And here's another thing about these Kenneth and Karen neighbor interactions. You ever notice how they don't even live next door?
Yeah, they always up the street somewhere.
Right.
Do yourself a big favor and go hound someone else. Don't hound me. Don't harass me. I'm done with you. I'm done with you, crazy.
Now he just grabbed himself. I don't know what that's supposed to. Why would you grab yourself in front of another man like that? But hey, look.
You hate me is because you wanted to kick the shit out of Alejandro down the corner. And I
Dude.
told you you were wrong.
Forget about it, man.
Yeah,
You're done. Forget about it.
My son.
What business of his if he wanted to fight Alejandro?
Exactly.
Yeah. And he's taking pictures of the I guess he was going to tell maybe they have like a HOA or something like that. And,
He didn't clean up the stuff on his payment.
right, kids writing chalk.
The little
On
kid
the
that
street.
rolled past on a bike probably did it. That's
And
all
they
right, the rain to wash that shit away.
exactly. And like these Karen and Kenneth, they never live like next door. They always living like down the street or across the street,
Mhm.
something that don't even have anything to do with you. So yeah, that was a viral video. All right, Phil. So we have this woman here. The woman's name is on TikTok is I'ma just spell it JIMIMEAUX. She's on TikTok. Now she was viral like Tuesday or Wednesday. She made a video saying that she doesn't love her son. Now here's the video.
My son is not coming home today. At this point, I don't even know if I want him to ever come home. I really hate his dad, and it makes it so hard for me to like and care for him the way a mother should. Y'all will probably drag me in my comments, but I have to live in my truth. My baby daddy was bragging about how he took my virginity, and he kept bringing up old things that aren't even co-parenting related.
So obviously this woman, that's all she do is lay in the bed with a house coat on and lay on her couch and all that stuff. So we can see where she's coming from.
So I told him that I fucked his best friend first, and that I never cared about him. I hate co-parenting with him because he won't let go of the past. We've been broken up for 10 years now.
So this guy, I don't believe anything of that part. So the guy been bragging that he took her virginity, and she told him that she banged his best friend 10 years ago, As if is he gonna care about that?
Maybe they broke up because of that.
10 years ago.
No, I mean they've been broken up for 10 years. I'm talking
Right.
about 10 years ago. Maybe she told him that, and then he broke up with her,
Okay.
and now she feels some type of way.
So now she's sitting on the toilet, still with the same gray house coat on.
And look at that little trash can, overfilled with trash and tissue all on the floor.
Hey, look,
She really got goddamn depression. She need to get some help.
all right. You already see where she coming from.
And honestly, being with him is one of my biggest life regrets. But how do you look your own kid in their face, knowing that it's impossible for you to fully love them the way a mother should because you hate their dad? The disagreement was so stupid and simple, but it resulted in my son showing up to school 4 hours late. Usually,
So they had a disagreement, and the kid showed up in school 4 hours late. If the kid is 4 hours late, why in the hell is he even going to school? He might as well just stay home that day.
Yep.
I would remove him from that situation. But this time, instead of taking him away, I'm making him stay.
She's an idiot too. Okay, so she got dragged in the comments and everything. So, well, one thing I can say, she's an idiot, yes, but at least she's honest, because we all know a lot of women feel this way. And no, I'm not talking about anyone Pacific, but a lot of women feel this way. As we talked about the men being the black boys being beaten always all the time. So best believe that a lot of women think this way, but they won't say it publicly. But she did. She is an idiot. So she got dragged in the comments, and she made another little video. Oh, here's this one.
A lot of y'all don't realize, but this video, this message is bigger than me. It's bigger than my son. It's bigger than my baby daddy. If I didn't care about the younger generation, and I didn't care about the youth, and I didn't want them to be better, I definitely would keep this shit to myself. Posting this was not easy for me, to say the least, but it was very liberating. I feel so much better now that I'm able to get that off of my chest. I've suffered from severe depression since I was 6 years old. I started getting S-word thoughts at around maybe like 6 or 7, and I started to execute those thoughts at 12 years old.
Did you have any mental care, ma'am? You're an adult now. Now, did you get any mental care? And if you was always depressed, why would you even have children?
What 6-year-old is thinking about suicide? How do you even know about suicide?
Well, I take it that she may be maybe in her maybe late 20s, early 30s, because she said 10 years ago they've been broken up. So maybe she was messing with him when she was in like her 17, 18, maybe 20 or so. So I'm assuming she's in her late 20s, early 30s. And it's a whole different generation back then, Phil, because
but
none of us.
6-year-old, that's ridiculous.
Right, but see, that's the thing, because back then, that okay, if she was 6 years old, if she's like 30, if she was 6 years old, this is like what, 97, 98, 97, 98, 99, maybe 2000. So look all the shit that was on TV at that time.
Yeah, but not a 6-year-old.
Yes, no, I agree.
I
It's
ain't
a
buying
different
that.
generation.
I don't believe that.
You don't buy it because of the age you are, and you know nobody talked about that. Who when you was young coming up talking about suicide?
Well, I can't remember being 6. But the little kids that I remember, nephews and stuff that was 6, they ain't know nothing about that.
That's what I'm saying.
And my daughter right now, she's 5 and she don't know nothing about that. So for me to believe a 6-year-old is already thinking about stuff like that, I don't believe that.
Well, you hear about kids in school killing themselves.
Not no 6-year-old.
Yes, they do.
No.
They've been bullied and all that stuff, and they want to kill themselves.
You don't find no 6-year-old.
I just think it's a different generation. Whereas though people talk about there wasn't no TV shows when people was talking about killing themselves and all that stuff back then. Not even no ABC after school specials. The only thing we got back then was like kids like overdosing on drugs and like smoking crack behind their mom's back and all that type of stuff. That's the ABC after school special stuff we got. But since you got your 6-year-old, this is like I said, Philip, this is 99, 2000. You got the internet, you got all that shit.
People but ain't no 6-year-old. I don't believe there's no 6-year-olds like that.
If you're not being parented and the kid is like messing around with the YouTube, well, they didn't have YouTube then, but the internet and all that stuff gets in your head. Kids come to school talking about that shit. So you just
not in no 6-year-old, man.
Yeah, but they're dealing with. I'm telling you, 6-year-old in like 98. Now you were 6-year-old in 84, 83, 84. I'm talking about a 6-year-old in like 90, 98, 99. Look all the shit that's on TV, Phil.
I understand that, and I got nieces and nephews that was 6 that I used to watch and be around, and they didn't know nothing about that. I got a kid that's 5; she don't know nothing about this. I don't believe that.
She hasn't been to school yet and dealing with other kids and the
I don't.
stuff they were from other parents, from other kids. You don't know what the other kids is doing.
I don't.
And they come into school with that shit, and that puts things in the kids' head. It's just a different generation.
Maybe a little bit older, not in no 6 and 7-year-old. I'm not buying it.
Alone, and I felt unloved by my family and by my parents. While I was coming up in high school, there were so many teen moms, and these teen moms would glamorize parenthood. You see them with Jordans on their kids and all these cute little pictures and all these posts about how they love their kids so much and it's their world and how much unconditional love their kids give them. I wanted that for myself. I wanted to be loved. I wanted to be cared about. I wanted to love somebody. And so I went and had a baby. I wanted a baby. That's that.
So she had this kid when she was still in high school. So now that bumps the age from 99 and 88 to like 2003, 2004. Now you see what I'm talking about? All the shit that be on TV and everything. I
don't believe it.
And movies, because see, back in the day, we had to sneak around and watch bad rated movies. Now the kid don't have to sneak around and watch a bad movie in 2004 and 2005.
The 6-year-old don't want to watch that. They want to watch cartoons and Disney.
But you have to keep in mind, Phil, when did they stop showing cartoons on Saturday morning?
I don't know, but
it had to be around that time.
They still got internet and they got Cartoon Networks and all that. They got cartoons if they want to see cartoons and stuff like that.
And all the movies and all that shit that they was looking at, yeah, I can see it.
I don't believe it.
And it puts shit in these kids' heads. No. The music.
I'm saying I agree with you when you say it puts kids stuff in their heads, but older teens, not no 6-year-old. I don't buy that at 6.
Because she says she felt unloved as a parent. So 9 times out of 10, the parent wasn't really looking after the kid, what you doing and all that stuff. So who knows what the hell she was watching? This is like, if she was a teen mom and this was 10 years ago, well, shit, we talking about 07, 06, 07. She was that age.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
So now we are in a YouTube age.
I only ever planned for having a baby. I didn't plan on that baby growing up and going to elementary school or going to...
So she wanted the kid. She wanted the kid so she can love the kid, but she just never thought of that kid just growing up and going to college.
I hope she don't got custody of that kid. She need to be admitted in a nut house and that kid need to be taken from her.
Now here's the question for you. If she had a girl, do you think she would think the same way?
Yeah. Something wrong with her. She's mentally unstable.
Okay.
College and being an adult, I did not even plan for any of that because I was a stupid little girl. I wasn't thinking logically. I was thinking with my emotions. And so I had that baby. And my pregnancy was rough. And God tested me throughout his life. First lesson I learned was that you cannot choose the gender of a baby. I expected to have a daughter. And
bingo.
Guess what? I had a son.
See,
second lesson
is because she had a boy. If she had a girl,
the thing is, if she don't like the dad and she got a daughter, she still probably would have been treating the daughter fucked up.
No, because the little boy has a penis.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yes,
if the
it
kid
do.
Looked like the dad, then she probably still would have acted the same way.
That I learned is that they eventually grow up. They do not stay babies forever. Third lesson that I learned is that you really don't know what your kid's gonna be, what they're gonna like. You can't have plans for them. I never planned on having an autistic son. I never planned on, I thought I was gonna have me a little basketball player once I found out I had a boy.
Oh my goodness, you gotta be
I don't know why you put this video in the mix, because this girl's retarded.
Because people need to hear it.
Boy, and that wasn't the case. And honestly, that's okay. And then the last thing that I learned is that no matter what, his dad is not going anywhere. I could have somebody adopt my son right now.
All right. Now, like we said before, with the woman that took the picture of the kid in the thong, if I'm the dad, I wouldn't get hype at all excited or anything like that or hoot and holler at her. I'd be like, all right, I saved those videos, make sure she won't delete them, I've had them videos on my phone, and the next day I go to a lawyer and get full custody of the kid, because it's obviously the woman is not is mentally unstable. And who the hell knows? She might mess around and try to kill that kid or something like that. She might try to kill that kid. The kid is not even going to school 4 hours late. You 4 hours late in school. You might as well. If I was 4 hours late at work, I'm not going to work. I might as well just stay home. 4 hours late. What's the use? I'm gonna get right in there and turn right around and come back home.
My boss tried to get me to come in like that before.
And what you do?
I said no. I said it's like 12 o'clock. I'm about to go to lunch. That's gonna be my hour lunch break. I said, and then it's gonna take me another hour to get there. It ain't even worth it.
Exactly. Right. You might as well just chalk it up as a day, a loss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, get full custody of that kid, sir. All right, now. I don't know where this is from, a podcast, and I don't know this guy. Do you know him? You see the picture there?
I don't know him. I seen maybe a couple shows with him on it before, but I don't really know him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he says that he prefers to date younger women because they're easier to groom.
Worded it wrong.
Here you go.
I think younger women tend to be more impressionable. I think older women, in my experience, you 30, 33, 35, the experiences that you have at that point is just, a little bit too much for me. And I really think in some cases you really can't teach an old dog new tricks. So I prefer, my women to be the younger variety.
If a woman wants to respect you and give you the respect to lead and be her partner, why do you need to have that level of power over her if you're not trying to manipulate someone?
See, it's not power, it's impressionable. I've never seen a successful partnership with...
You saw that look there. She about to fuck something up.
She's talking circles, because the same thing she said, then she acts like she was against what she just said. So she's talking in circles.
The other person wouldn't allow themselves to be impressed upon. If I'm a person and I got a vision, I got a plan, I got a whole program, I would think that the person that wants to be with me is willing to learn and willing to adopt some of the ways, or even some of the principles that I have.
That's not impressionable. Impressionable is basically getting someone to do what you want them to do because they're easily swayed and easily persuaded to do what you want them to do.
Who said that? Did you make that up?
Well, I
like when you hire somebody, you look for somebody that's impressionable. But why would I listen?
Right, so you even train them. So you can, when you hire somebody, you're about to train them.
These women here don't know what words actually mean. A lot of people, I noticed this in a lot of young people, because again, these are like, what would you say, like mid-20s, 30-year-olds? I'm talking about the women, not the guy.
Late 20s, early 30s, I would say.
Okay, yeah. So a lot of young people don't really know how to communicate effectively. They'll hear a word and just go off tangent. Now, he ain't say anything that woman said there. So, and they just hear one word and they're just like focus on that word. It's almost like they don't understand communication, or they might not understand. They might understand communication, but they don't understand dialogue. Well, it's one or the other.
Now, and that's why you want them impressionable.
Yeah, he got the Now, before I get into what I have to say, Phil, what is your thoughts on that?
I kind of agree right along with him. Mm-hmm. He probably worded it wrong, but a lot of times, if somebody's older, they've done it before, it's harder to impress them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If she got way more life experiences and done everything, you trying to do stuff, she's already done that and she's already been there, she's not impressed by that. Well, a younger girl might be. You know what I mean?
Right. So, are you meaning like a vacation or something like that?
It could be vacation. It could be a nice restaurant. An older girl that like nice things probably already been there, already done that. Mm-hmm. And the same with her being older, she's probably had and been through different experiences. So it's easier for her to say, "Oh, he tripping. I'm not doing that. This and that." Well, with a younger girl that hasn't been that far along, she could probably like understand where he's coming from. You know what I mean?
Right, and the woman made it seem like he's gonna like walk in and tell her to shut up and
Well, they always go to the extreme with it.
right, right, right. I tell you, like I notice it with young people. They don't know how to. I guess it's maybe because see, we spend having to talk on the phone, and these people, that you can text and get communicate, and communication
Hmm.
is different from texting and talking. And I'm thinking that's where all that stuff comes from because they just take one word and just like focus on that one word. Like, no, he don't mean it in the way that he meant it in more your way than the way she thinking that he like wants like a slave or something.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with. I think the word train probably sound harsh, but it is what it is.
Hmm.
If all my life I came home, as soon as I came home, I threw my bags on the floor, my coat on the floor, and went about my day, and then I got married and my wife complained about it, it's almost like she trained me not to do it as soon as I stopped doing it. You know what I mean? Even though
Right.
train is not the right word, but she pretty much did train you to not just come home and throw all your shit over the place like you've been doing all your life. So it's still train, but they say train, so it make it seem like it's something bad.
Right. Exactly. He should have said more cooperation,
Right.
more than training. Yeah, you want somebody that you want will accept your cooperation, not the training and
And
all that shit.
he said impressionable, and then they took that and ran with it as the wrong word too.
Right.
When he could
Right.
have been like easy to, like you said, to manage. You know what I mean? To understand and listen. You know what I mean? There's other stuff he could have said.
Exactly. Exactly. So down, Philip, we got this Bandman Kev. Bandman Kev, what the hell does he do?
This fool.
Bandman Kevo is like his real name is Kevin, but his name is Bandman Kevo. He started off as a rapper, but he's like a financial guy that would tell people, to invest in this and do this with your money and all that stuff. I assume he's very successful. He's one of these content creators, if you want to call it. So I guess you pay him, and I don't know if he have an OnlyFans or a
I don't think
Patreon.
he's a content creator. I think he's always seemed like he's a special guest on other people's show. Like he don't have his show where he bringing guests on. People always interviewing him. I think they just like to hear what he got to say.
Yeah, but he has either a OnlyFans or a Patreon where people pay, and
Hmm.
he'll tell them, what to invest your money in and all that
Okay.
stuff. And
Yeah, I
well,
didn't know that.
yeah, well, I guess he still raps. I don't know, but Bandman Kevo reveals he pays for sex. The most he ever paid for was $12,000. And this woman ain't clean your house. It ain't built nothing in the house. That's all he wanted was sex. So here's the report. Oh, this is Say Cheese TV, by the way.
Let me ask you this: what's the most you ever paid for coochie for?
Like 12 racks.
And dead face with it too.
Right. Okay. Can we throw let's just say we're not gonna throw a red flag. We're gonna throw a review flag, a yellow flag. No, we're not gonna throw a yellow flag. I'm sorry. We're gonna throw a red flag to say that he might be just saying this because, like I say, he one of these internet dudes and try to
Yeah,
say
he on
shit to
some
get
bullshit.
viral. So okay, so you don't believe in me either, or
No,
oh,
no.
okay, all right. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, these guys will say shit. These internet guys will say shit just so they can be viral, so they can have a discussion and all that stuff. So everything could be focused on him. This
So
fool,
by him, yeah, right. Because by him saying that, it almost bumps him up to make people think like, oh man, he must got a lot of money.
right, right.
12. No doubt.
And then, like I say, he like a financial dude, like you saying, he a financial dude. But look, if he can pay $12,000 for sex, how much money do he really have?
Right.
Yeah.
It was a celebrity.
Wait.
Then he said it was a celebrity. Now, the first thing you thinking is like a movie star or something. Some OnlyFans or some Instagram model is not a damn celebrity.
Hmm.
Like fucking Gabrielle Union. He gave Gabrielle Union to get 12 grand to sleep with her or something like that.
I don't want to say no names. We not about to get no defamation
Yeah,
lawsuits
no,
on the stage.
no, no. I
But
wasn't gonna
wait,
say
wait.
it because I
What's the average? What's the average price? What's the average
the
price?
average price. Hmm. So most females with a lot of, let's just say this, most females with a lot of followers have men. Some have husbands. If you make them comfortable and let them know that you're not going to say anything and you're willing to pay them 6, 7, 8.
So he's teaching these young guys the simp.
Oh my God! And you tell
It,
me this guy's a financial guy? Anybody that
yeah,
is a financial guy wouldn't be saying what he's saying.
right. Now, if the woman is married or have a boyfriend, why the hell you want her? And your name is Bandman Kevo. I guess you got some sort of popularity. Why would you have to pay somebody 12 grand to sleep? Oh, he said the regular price is 6 to sleep with you. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, he's full of shit.
You know what I mean? Because you got to realize a Chanel bag about 4,000-5,000, Sean. So if you want to give them straight cash, book their flight, whatever, or fly to them, or because this what can happen. I can get with a girl, I can take her shopping, I can buy her bag. She wants shoes, she want this, she want that. I'm gonna spend that anyway. I get the straight cash, keep your boyfriend. I get what I want, and I get the once in a while look at your page like, damn, that shit was good. You know what I mean? I'd rather do that than all the extra emotions and this and that. And on New Year's, y'all post up. I ain't hating. I like it. I like the picture. You and your man.
With a lot of men, it's an ego thing. A lot of men want to feel like the woman likes them. They don't want the money to be the end goal with women.
Okay.
They want the woman to like who they want the woman to like Bandman.
Exactly. Okay, let me tell you about that. So with that being said, a lot of girls come in finessing talking about it's not about your money. It's about you. You dating them girls that want you for your money, but I really like you. But how do I know you really like me? If that's the case, baby, why are you single if you're so good of a woman?
Oh my goodness, man. You could tell by time if a woman is really into you, sir. What the
This
hell?
guy's a clown.
What happened? Oh, he cheated on me. What about the last girl? He cheated on you too, and he cheated on you, and he cheated on you. So I told you I live in reality. So in reality, parts of it is if you this great woman, every guy just doing you bad, baby. I gotta be real with myself sometimes. You know what I mean? So I'd rather get with a girl or mess with a girl that's all in a long, good marriage relationship.
Why? Why? Why would you want that?
There. Because dude want to keep that bad for some reason. That most likely mean if she's single, then what? Like, how are you single? What's going on? I don't want to find out 3-4 years later why you were single. Because then I'm gonna see what dude was going through, and I don't have time for that. I don't want to be the texter, the talker, and then you change up. First you say you like this, and then months later she's changed up a little different. You feel me? So it's like like I said, I've been getting money for so long that I read girls, and I'm just like it's 95% of girls the same, bro.
Would you consider this tricking?
Yeah.
Well, at least he honest.
Now the reason listen, I ain't gonna cap. I'm A1. I'm real, bro. Tricking is tricking, but at the same time, though, Sean, I look at it like this: if I'm not tricking, if I'm not giving, like, okay,
it's time or money. It's time or money. It's time or money.
Exactly. So I'm either gonna take her on a date, spend a lot of time with her, go to the movies, go here, go there, talk, text. I know niggas that sat on the phone with girls for 8 months before they got the pussy. You think Sean, bro, listen, you think I'm finna sit on the phone with you for 8 months before you let me hit? First of all, I had one girl that was crazy in her mind. She like, okay, well, we've been talking for a few months, and I think you deserve it now because you waited long enough. Baby, you waited. I was hitting hoes. You gotta realize,
I was about to realest thing you said right there.
I was hitting hoes until you was ready. Like, you really think I waited on you for people weird, bro?
You weird too, but let's keep going.
They weird, bro. Like, that's why I say, like, and it's like you wasn't waiting on me for no 4 months. You was probably getting over on your ex.
First of all, I'll say it to when we
He finally did some crazy ass shit to the point you just told me, all right, come on, let's link up now because he didn't, this is his last straw. You feel me? Because if we can see more, if we can vision and to see more of the girl, you know they real true size, bro, then you'll know. Because every guy who gonna be watching this video got an ex, they had a boyfriend, and every girl want to say they haven't had sex with that many guys. They don't never want to go over 3 to 5, do they? I only been with like 3 people. I only been with like 5 people, bitch.
Like we said, that's a conversation you shouldn't be having anyway because you're not gonna like what you're going to hear.
Mm-hmm.
You lying. Especially if you're a 30 ball. You had at least 10 dicks in you. At least. You know what I'm saying? And you real nasty. Look how you on some Pornhub shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I look at it like the way that how nasty they are and how the girls that's not as nasty, I realize that, baby, you are single because you are like a grandma bitch. To the point where, like, when I'm hitting you, you're boring. Like, you don't.
Well, that's when it comes to where you tell a girl what you like. That's what you. I would think that Bandman Kevo want a girl that's a grandmom type, because that means she hasn't been grounded and pounded by 10 different dicks, like he said, right?
Right.
So then he could say if she's born in bed, then you could say no, put your legs here or do this or do that or something like that. That's what seems like that's what you would want.
Don't know how to move, you ain't real. Say like
teach her how to move, how you want her to.
And it's giving grandma
But yet you rather pay $12,000 for somebody that's quote unquote famous.
vibes. I get with this little young bitch. She nasty and she doing this, and
that nasty girl is the one that's grounded and pounded. So you would rather have her than the grandmom? I'd rather take the grandmom. I'm sorry.
Twisting and turning, and you know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at, like, when it comes to the older women type shit. That's why I only mess with girls. It's like 23, 24, 25 type shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's the ground and pound age range. that's the Pornhub ground and pound age range. Are you kidding?
Because they still like with the shit. The girls the 30-year-olds that's single, man, they ass and been ran through and want to settle down,
and that 20-year-old is getting ran through also.
He got it backwards.
Exactly.
Still can't get it right and don't know what to do. I'm cool. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I tricked a lot though. I ain't gonna
lie. How much you think you spent total on
pussy? Probably about
that.
You talking about with buying bags and doing trips?
Nah,
or straight cash.
Just straight cash.
Straight cash. Probably about $150, 200,000.
Oh my goodness, man.
No cap. I ain't gonna lie. Cause you gotta realize, like, when I was in like Cali, or when I go here, go there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I come with the offer. I don't let a bitch. I don't want no prostitute, bitch.
Once you pay, you
exactly. Yes, that's prostitution, sir. You giving a transaction for money for sex is called prostitution. Just because people got this thing about prostitution, like they got to sit on the corner or something like that. No,
they don't do that no more.
Exactly.
You always got to pay. Once you pay a certain chick, they're always going to expect that every time.
For sure. No, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. So look, you know me, I'm trying to.
Well, that's the same thing about buying bags and all that stuff. If you've been buying bags and doing this and doing that, of course they're going to expect that all the time.
So he just don't talk to normal girls no more. He's just looking for hookers.
I guess.
Game like this. For instance, I meet a girl, boom. I see what I like. My game would be like, listen, I know you got a boyfriend or some type shit. You know what I'm saying? I do what I do, but you know, shit, I'm always willing to pay. You know, I know everybody, I be like, everybody got bills type shit, you know. Motherfuckers need that little extra flow. I'm the nigga that you can call, you can store me as a girl in your phone. You know what I'm saying? And
boy, them women, they see you coming, you's a straight sucker. A sucker with some money.
Hit me whenever you need the little extra little bread or something. Let's have a little fun type shit. I want to be discreet. I don't want to come in between nothing you got going on. Now, the girls thing is meeting that one crazy nigga who will actually fall in love, stalk, and mess up what they have going on. Because a lot of girls actually live with guys. share cars, got kids, got baby daddies, and don't want to mess that up for no side money. Especially if a nigga coming out talking about he been paying her. So if they really know you real and they know you'll pay them without actually, blasting it, they'll fuck with you on that level.
Goodness gracious, this idiot. Well, first of all, like I say, he's some sort of YouTube personality or something like that. Why the hell you have to pay women to sleep with you? It's like the same thing what Chad Ocho said. You saw that little clip on Sterling Sharp's Shannon Sharp show. Like you said, I don't need to wear all that stuff. I'm Chad Ocho Cinco. When he goes outside, people already know who he is anyway. You're not lying. You're not lying when you say yeah. So why do I need a gold chain or a platinum chain and all that stuff to sleep with somebody? If you a name, if you all on YouTube and all that stuff, why in the hell do you have to do all this? Well, like you said, you can meet a regular girl in a bar and sleep with her. You probably can sleep with her that same night. Because you're not lying.
And still be up 12 grand.
Right. You're not lying if you say you are, because you can say, look, search Bandman Kevo on YouTube, and your face will pop up with this chain, with this laptop, and with this computer laptop medallion he got on. Like, why would you need to be paying women to sleep with you? They'll put you on a phone. If they need some money, they just call you up. You break them off.
You and her phone as Keisha.
Right.
One of the bills need to be paid, so she gonna call Keisha up. Y'all gonna link up. You gonna break her off.
Right.
This dude is a clown.
And the 23, 24-year-old, that's the banging wheelhouse. That's the girls that's getting ran through all the time. I don't know what the hell, like they young, like they so pure or something. A 23-year-old now, shit. Them girls is twerking, they banging all day long, please. Yeah, you talking about 10 dicks, shit. That's like in a month. That's like in a month. Yeah, so do we give Bandman Kevo a shout out?
No.
All right. All right, let's get on some sports. I guess we can do the Super Bowl preview around like Wednesday or Thursday or so.
They play Sunday?
Yes.
What time?
It's probably like 8 or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, well, here's a little bit of NFL news for you. The NFL is considering a ban on hip drop tackles to improve player safety. The league is likely to look into whatever those tackles should be illegal this offseason. For everybody out there about the hip drop tackle is how Patrick Mahomes got hurt, and it's sometimes you'll watch and a guy will like pick you up from the hips from the other player lips and slam them down. That's a version of a hip drop tackle.
So you can't pick them up off the ground no more.
Right, and you see how they do like these belly to back suplexes like that. Yeah, it's stuff like that. Here's a little report on it.
The NFL is currently exploring the possibility of introducing a new rule that would ban a specific tackling technique known as the hip drop tackle. This type of tackle has become a concern for the league due to the injury risk it poses to players.
See, now that's going to be banned right there.
I can see that being banned, but not that first one.
Right.
In recent playoffs, high-profile players such as Patrick Mahomes and Tony Pollard were injured as a result of this technique. The NFL's chief medical officer, Dr. Alan Sills, has emphasized the need for this technique to be banned, stating that it will be a subject of discussion during the upcoming offseason. Dr. Sills is
like that.
Right.
Aware that this technique is already banned in the National Rugby League, and the NFL needs to consider it as well. The competition committee and medical staff will be involved in these discussions, and their opinions will be taken into consideration when making a decision. While some fans may view this ban as a restriction on defensive player techniques, similar objections were raised in the past when the NFL banned horse collar tackles. However, the ban on horse collar tackles
That's not a horse collar tackle, sir.
No.
proved to be a positive change as it improved player safety. The same could be said for the hip drop tackle ban. The NFL is always looking for ways to improve player safety.
Again?
I said a side suplex and shit.
Yeah. Now, see, that's going to be banned right there.
Safety
Because
and
he damn near dropped him on his head.
prevent serious injuries, and this ban could potentially do just that.
Like they already got him wrapped up.
Right. Yeah. So It's a couple of those that will be banned, but not that the Patrick Mahomes and this one when a pilot got hurt. Those are just regular tackles, and he just happened to fall on his back of his ankle.
Well, the legs are getting underneath the defender body, and that's what's messing them up.
Right.
But you gotta be able to figure out how you want to get your legs out of that position before you get into that position.
Right. Yep. Well, let's get into some TV talk. Let's talk about BMF. Last week's episode was like one of the worst episodes of that damn series. This week episode. Did you watch this week episode yet?
Yes.
All right, that wasn't bad, but last week's episode was horrible. And here's the thing with black shows. Have you noticed? Now, you the type, you'll watch all different type of shows or whatever. But the ones that's black shows, do you ever notice that they give everyone a storyline?
Mm-hmm.
So now we got Cash Doll is the rapper's name. I don't know her name on the show. This is Lil I'm about to call him Lil Meech. Big Meech's crazy baby mom with the big ass. She's having a storyline with my man keep coming over. And now you got Lala got a storyline. And here's my man just they made Mad Passionate Love in the bank when the bank was closing and he walked in and it was people around. You in the back locker room in the bank and making love and nobody's there except y'all two.
Well, it was closing, so security was letting everybody out, but the security guard was still there.
Right. And you think the security guard is just gonna leave when another person is inside there?
No.
that didn't make any sense.
Probably would have got in line.
And did Big Meech's other baby Bob. She's so nice acted and everything, but yet he dealing with a big butt there. And every time he talks to her, she always got a damn attitude.
When did they go from that being just Lamar's baby mom to Lamar and Lameech's baby mom?
Right. Did she didn't
they
have
they just popped the baby out of nowhere. He had a baby before when he was coming over. It was only Lamar kid.
Right, because remember it started where she started talking to him when he was coming over her house or whatever. Mm-hmm. Now all of a sudden, I guess in the seasons that they weren't recording.
That's what I said. In the dead time, when the season was on a break, then they come back. He got a kid by this lady. He ain't had no kid by her before.
Nope. And she always got old nasty ass attitude. And then Lamar is like one of your favorite. You like Jason and Freddy Krueger and all that stuff, right?
Oh, this guy.
This guy pops up in the houses and all that stuff like a damn boogie monster. Like, what the hell is this? What the hell is this going on?
Go to hospitals and all types of shit. He just do what he want to do, and nobody don't do shit to him.
Right.
If BMF was as big as they was, how could Lamar? Lamar got to have a gang, and he got to be bigger than what they portrayed him to be, instead of this one man army. Because if BMF was big as it was and got all these troops, how come they didn't just kill him?
Right. Well, you know that all that stuff didn't happen. I
know. And I saw Lamar doing on Vlad, and he was beating around the bush on a lot of the topics.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was like that episode was I was like, what the hell is this? And I had to look and see who wrote that damn episode because that episode was horrible. That episode was, and they always black shows. They always give everybody has to have a storyline. Everybody doesn't need. We don't have to know everyone's background and what they was doing and all that stuff. Yeah. Now see, the dad got a background now, a backstory now. You got Cash Doll, whatever her name is on the show. She got a backstory now. Lamar, the Grim Reaper, he got a damn backstory. Big Meech's friend, the one that's talking to the cop, he got a damn backstory now. The cop, he got a backstory now. The cop's sidekick, the Asian woman, she got a background now. Like, come on now. It's only the TV show is only 50 minutes. We don't have to need to know that woman cut herself.
Mm-hmm. Or burn herself with the lighter.
Right. And we don't need to know that the cop's son is being bullied. Cut all that shit out. There's no need for it.
It's taken away from the basic storyline that we're here to watch.
Right. And I thought that they was going to be in Atlanta for good. Like, they finally made it to Atlanta. We going to, like, stay here and shit. I ain't know.
That's what I thought. I said, all right, they got the Atlanta now. Now it's time to blow up in Atlanta. Now here they go with some other shit. They got to go back.
Right. Speaking of that, now, Cash Doll goes into the police officer. Now she's acting like she's a lawyer. How the
Oh
hell
my
you get in
God, what
there?
the hell was that?
Right. Right. There's some shitty writing going on.
She lives in the projects, yet and still she works for a law firm. Is that what they're trying to tell us?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And her friends can help her out. That white woman would have told on everybody. No, the
Well, she
man. Are
don't.
you
The white
kidding?
girl don't really know nothing, so they
Right.
could have pressed hard as they want on her, but they don't got her fingerprints. You know what I mean? On none of the drugs. She didn't know. She didn't know.
Right. Right. And the friend had told the cop about the drugs, right?
The you talking about what's his
Big
name?
Meech's.
Big whatever.
Yes.
He told about the raid that they did. I don't think he told about the car. I think they just
Okay.
did that. They did that on their own. Him and the
Okay.
Asian lady.
Okay. Now, how the hell are these cops going to just automatically go and find? It's a hidden compartment. It's hidden means it's hidden for a reason, and he
Mm-hmm.
gonna automatically know it's a hidden compartment there. How can you do all this stuff without a warrant?
And that's what's stupid because they was watching the limo service outside the business, and they kept saying they got to be doing something. They got to do something. And when they saw the white girl, they just pulled her over for no reason. And then they
Right.
searched the car for no reason. And they found the drugs. All that shit would have been admissible in court. You wouldn't have
Ex-
prove nothing.
exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It was well this week episode. Like I said, it wasn't bad at all. You got Monique just finally shows up. That was stupid too. Well, first of all, I want to know: is there any truth that they try to get some money by gambling?
Well, it was the one brother. The one brother think he know how to roll dice, and he got burnt. You know what I mean? But why would she? Man, Shay was just talking about this. Why would she take them to another gambling spot of somebody that she knows so they can rob them? Just because he said we'll break you off too.
Right.
That's stupid.
Uh-huh.
So she burning her own bridges for two dudes that she know nothing about.
Exactly. Don't know. Just popped up out of thin
Right.
blue air. They could have been police for all she would know. She don't
Mhm.
know. Right. Yeah. It's shitty writing. Oh, but shout out to the dad though. Shout out to Pops. He finally did it. Boy, he was quick on the draw too. 2 times too.
Two pump
Goodness
chump.
gracious. Yep. And he went up in there and didn't worry about no condoms. This girl might get pregnant or bring some
Well,
disease to my
they
wife.
don't do that on TV shows and movies. Whenever they get in the hot and heavy, they just whip it out and start drilling.
So now the mom, she was acting like their marriage was like falling apart. Then she asked the woman, "Are you sleeping with my husband?" And she has no proof. I don't know why the hell she asked her that. Asked her
She
that.
ran up on the wrong lady because that lady was nice to her husband. She automatically assumed that when she got the wrong one because it's the other lady.
Yep. And she said, "Oh, he's not doing anything. I'm gonna finally give him some." And then my man was a little hesitant to sleep with her, with his wife, and he finally did it two times, and that was over with.
Well, I knew that was going down, but I was me and Shay was talking about that too because I was like, every time he was trying, she just kept saying, "I'm tired, I'm tired." Like, well, what you want from him? He got magazines, and you snapping on him about that. It's like he's a dude. Like, what you expect?
Oh, speaking of the magazines, she asked him she asked the girl was she sleeping with her husband. The girl said no, and she also checked his
Right before she
guitar.
went on her little retreat. Before she went on her retreat, let me check and see if he got some magazines.
He don't need those. Oh, he don't need the magazines now.
Mm-hmm.
He
How
definitely
about
don't
you
need.
stay your ass home with your husband, going away on a church retreat?
Hey, yeah. Speaking of that, we never talked about how Envy's wife went on a 20-day. That can't be real. A 20-day of
I didn't
vacation.
see that. I only remember what you told me, but I didn't see it.
Yeah. Well, he said it that on the
There's
air.
something wrong with DJ. Envy is a sucker anyway.
Well, you have to keep in mind he's in that permanent doghouse. He ain't never getting out that doghouse. So to make her happy, if she want to go on a 20-day vacation, he got to do it.
That
He
sounds
he ain't
crazy
getting
to
out
me.
that doghouse. It is crazy, but look, he don't like it neither. Well, who want their wife to go away for 20 days? A vacation? Now I could
Mm-hmm.
see if she was like in a trauma unit and something bad happened and she had to stay in the hospital or something like that. That's different.
Mm-hmm.
But a vacation? No, he doesn't like that neither. Any other
And
teacher? Oh,
and
go ahead.
I was gonna say Shay was talking about she's tired of seeing the dad in them houses need paint, but he always fixing up other people's houses.
Right. Well, the plaster still on the wall. Yeah, and then he punched a
Well,
hole in the wall, and now it's a hole in the wall. He never repaired that one. Go ahead.
Well, I touched on that because I said I can understand that because a lot of times when you come home, you don't feel like doing nothing, and then you're not getting paid for it. You're making money outside. It's different because when you fixing other people's stuff up, they paying you for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
almost like when I was painting, and then family would be like, "Yeah, well, you paint. Can you come paint my house?" I'd be like, "No, I'll come help you, but I ain't gonna paint it." Well, I'll pay you. I don't really know because you're gonna burn me, even though we family. You know what I mean? I would tell them that. I would be like, "I would help you paint it," and then they all didn't want to do it. You don't got to pay me. I said I'm gonna help you, and then they say no, but they want me to come over and paint their house. And when I say nah, and then well, I'll pay you. Yeah, right. I'm good. But I told Shay a lot of young girls go to church and they be little freak Jones. She tried to tell me that the young girls ain't going to church like that.
Yes,
I said,
they
well, if you
are.
drive past the church, you see them with them little tight outfits on and stuff. That's the reason why my homeboy started going to church. He said that because he couldn't get no girls, and he went to church and was having a field day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a whole bunch of church stories I can tell you about.
Oh yeah, I know. I already know. You ain't got to tell me.
Yeah. Is in any other TV shows?
TV shows. I started watching the one. What is the Last of Us?
And what you think?
It's okay. I mean, I like the first. I want to say the first 2 episodes. But then the last episode kind of pissed me off because they always got to throw the gay mix in and everything.
Yeah.
Here, my man is like, "Do you watch it?"
Yes.
My man is like the what you call it, doomsday bunker type.
Right.
Survivalist. He done built he stayed in the basement till the whole town got gutted and ran out of town. Once the town got gutted, then he got the electric back on and the gas. He put up a fence up, put some booby traps, and here the whole time. And he's a tough dude, and I was liking his character. And what they do, they turn him gay. The first dude come along in his neighborhood, he want to start banging and falling in love with him.
Well, they say on a video game that it's implied that he was in a relationship with the guy, but that when our lead showed up, the guy was already dead and all that stuff. So the show made that
made it
the
up.
relationship. Yeah,
I know whoever wrote the story, I know he was mad about it. Is it Stephen King?
No, I don't know. I don't think
Somebody,
Stephen
whoever
King
it was like a big name author or something like that. I guess he wrote a book on it or something before the video game.
Right.
And he was mad that it turned out the way it turned out because I guess that he didn't write that gay part in it like that.
Right. Yeah,
but that's what Hollywood do nowadays.
Yeah, that's all the TV thing made that because the guy, when they first met up, the guy was already dead, and they just implied that they were together like that. Yeah. So would you watch the next episode?
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'm like already invested into it. I want to see what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anything else?
Some of our goofy shit that my wife watched. What is it? Love During Lockup. She watched that joint. That's crazy. It's like all these fucking retarded people. You know how it is. Somebody coming from jail, and the other person is in love with him. The one dude, and they've been clowning him all over the internet because he's a short dude and he kind of light. He probably like, I don't know, like 5'4", like $130. Here, his girlfriend is about 6 feet tall, about 400 pounds.
Are these white or black?
No, they black. So they've been clowning him like crazy on the internet.
Well, we can talk about Married at First Sight. We could talk since I got all the names and stuff now, so I don't have to say the white guy.
It took you what 3 seasons to finally figure out names?
Yeah. Yes. So we have. Let's start off with each individual couple. We got Arias and Jasmine. Jasmine is the beauty queen with the 13 dogs, and my boy Arias had asked her what's her favorite sexual position. I thought that was just so great because he letting her know what he want. So if
I guess it's great for TV, but not in reality because they're killing them on the internet like that. And when you do that, it almost implies like that's all you about. And I told Shay that I was like, and I said, a lot of these girls is trying to find love and they're going on these shows and they're stupid for doing it. And a lot of these guys just going on shows to get some fucking ass or something. You know what I mean? Playing games.
Right. Right. And another thing with our girl Jasmine, she better cut down on that bacon because I know what I know is from experience of living. If people keep talking about something like that, he don't want her to do it, and she just eating bacon every day, and he keeps talking about eating that pork. He ain't into eating no pork, sweetheart. So you better start eating turkey bacon or fake bacon like I do.
They dogged him on that too. They like they've been killing the boy. They've been killing him because he said sexual position. They've been killing him because he mentioned about the bacon. I think if somebody don't like something that you like, you probably shouldn't eat it around them if they bother to buy it.
Exactly. And I think he's one of the types that don't eat pork.
No, I think they said he's a pescatarian or something.
Oh, okay.
Whatever
I
that
didn't know
is.
he was a pescatarian. Is what I am. Don't eat would eat seafood.
Okay.
I didn't know that. I
That's what
didn't
they
know.
said. That's what they said online, and that's why
Oh,
he don't
okay.
eat pork. Because a lot of people were saying, like, is it a religious thing? Well, it can't be a religious thing, and this and that. You know what I mean? And then somebody said, no, he's a pescatarian, and that's why he don't eat pork.
And see, some people are the type that like. Some people are the type like real hardcore that don't want to cook their stuff in the same thing like meat that you cook
Right.
meat in.
Well,
Some
you
people,
shouldn't. Like, if you don't eat that, you shouldn't be. It's the same with pork. Like, if I go somewhere and they cooking bacon on the grill and I don't eat pork, you shouldn't. I shouldn't have a burger next to bacon.
right? Yeah, some people are like that, and some people don't want to be around the smell and all that stuff.
Right.
And everything. So I'm thinking like he's like that type that don't want to be around like the smell of bacon and all that stuff. He keeps mentioning it to her over and over again, and she just
Well,
don't take the
the only reason he
hints.
keep mentioning it to her because she keep eating it in his
Right.
face.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If she didn't eat it in his face all the time, he wouldn't bring it up. And
And
that's probably gonna be the downfall because you can't be if you're a pescatarian, you don't eat like that. You can't have somebody that's your wife cooking all this stuff that you don't approve of.
right,
You can't be
right.
cooking all this bacon and stuff and they be talking about your pancakes ready. Now I'm thinking you didn't cook the same pancake grease with the pork grease.
Yeah, yes, yeah. That's why I tell you about the Impossible Whopper. If
Mm-hmm.
you get it, always ask them. Well, you fine, but if someone like don't eat the meat, regular
Mm-hmm.
meat, you have to tell them to put it in the microwave because
Yeah,
they'll cook it on the same thing like you just said that they cook
mhm.
the meat in. Go ahead.
So he don't like the fact that she eat pork and she eat it every day, and
Yep.
he don't like the fact that she got 13 dogs. So that to me, that's
Hmm.
enough right there to not even mess with her.
He
And he's
mentioned that
probably
also.
now he probably don't want to mess with her long term, but he do want to smash, and that's all that is.
Yeah, because he also mentioned the dog thing too. Yeah, we gotta walk these dogs, and yeah, he keep mentioning that also. So yeah. Next up, we got Christopher and Nicole. Nicole is our girl here who, like Phil and I said, you're in a relationship with someone new. Don't tell them what you done or did in past relationships because if that girl told me that her boyfriend had said if you would love me, you will burn yourself with a cigarette, and her dumb ass did it, then I'm like, well, what the hell they got me involved in?
Yep, you got me thinking path cut time
Exactly.
out. I had enough of this.
Yep. Oh my God. I'm just so sorry that happened to you. No, she's a nut.
Mm-hmm.
She's an. If
You
you
she
love
allowed
me,
it to happen to her. I wouldn't have said no. Oh my God, I'm so sorry it happened to you. Leave
yep.
that girl alone before she put a
Ex-
cigarette out on your forehead.
exactly. Hey, she the one that type that you be asleep or something. She might try to stab you or something. She's
Yep.
that nuts. If you love me, you would burn yourself with this cigarette. And I just leave the scars there because it just reminds me. I'll be looking at her like you have got to be out your mind,
And
lady.
this is only like day 3, and she's like, "So you do love me, don't you?" Like she's a
Yeah.
psycho.
Uh huh. Next up, we got my boy Clint and Gina. Gina is the white girl.
This is the funny couple of the show right here. Me and
Yeah,
Shay crack up with these two.
Gina is the white girl with big lips, big Angelina Jolie lips, and Clint
They're
is the guy
fake.
with red hair. Oh, they are. You can
Yeah,
tell.
she got injections like crazy in her lips.
Okay. So Gina, our girl Gina, been talking shit on Clint ever since they went to Jamaica. They in Jamaica, right? Yeah, they in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
Yeah.
she's been talking shit about how she's not really wouldn't be attracted to guys with red hair and all that. This is like straight down on them. And
She's
props
like,
to
"You're gingerly. You're really not my type, and I don't find gingers attractive." All this shit.
right. And shout out to our boy Clint because he just sit there like, uh-huh, yep,
Now
uh-huh.
I thought he said that's harsh, but he didn't say that when she said that to him. It sounded like he said that's harsh, but Shay said he didn't say harsh. He said something else.
I can't tell
Hold
you.
on. What you say he said? When he said that's harsh, I thought he said that's harsh. And you said no, he said something else.
He did say harsh.
He did?
Yeah.
I said harsh, and you said no, he said something else. I did say harsh. You said something else.
He said that's harsh.
Okay. All right, so she agreed with me now. She's saying it's harsh, but it was something else I thought she told me he said.
Oh,
I said
okay.
harsh.
Yeah, I didn't hear. See, I thought he'd just be sitting there like,
No. He said there when as soon as she said that, he's like, that's harsh. Yeah, so you know his fucking feelings was hurt.
Right. But he'll get back to her in the next episode. So.
Oh, she said I said that's hurts, and then she said I knew, and he said hurt harsh. You gotta go back and watch it. I thought he said, that's what I probably thought he said. That hurts. Yeah. And then she said instead he didn't say that, he said that's harsh. But it's the same shit.
Right. Hey, he'll get back at her in the next episode. I guess we'll talk about that when that happens.
But they're killing him right now on the internet.
Why?
Because of what he said to her.
That's harsh?
No.
About the weight thing. Episode. Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're killing him for that. He gotta, even though what she said, he gotta be the bigger person. Like, why?
Because he's
and
a
she
man.
said it multiple times to him. That wasn't even the first time we saw, but obviously she must gonna say it again, and then that's when he come back at her. Now he's the bad guy for defending himself.
Well, she been almost badmouth him ever since they got to Jamaica, and like you said, they only been there for what? This is their first
3
day
days or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
So next up we have Mac and Dominique. Dominique is the biracial girl. A lady, I don't know what you want to call her. Mac is just a regular white dude. Mac is so attracted by her big chest. And is she heavy?
No, she got a little meat on her, but she's not heavy.
Oh, okay. And Gina, would you call Gina heavy?
She's both of them probably gonna end up being big girls.
Mm-hmm.
But Gina is a little bit bigger than her. She's not heavy, but she's getting there.
Right. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about them.
My thing is, if she keep wearing shirts like that with her boobs out, and then she's wearing the life jacket with her boobs smashed up to her chin, any guy is going to be looking and probably say something.
Well, that's the thing, ladies. When you got a girl like that, you don't want a girl to be scantily dressed like that. She didn't have to have that life vest and her chest out like that. She could have got another size life vest. She didn't need to. No one wants their girl to be like that with the men all on the beach staring at her chest and all that stuff. No.
Well, she's young. She's 25 and she liked the attention. But she's throwing it back on him, and then they're making it seem like he's a perv because he keep looking at it and talking about it.
Right.
Putting it in his face, what you want.
Right. So Mac can't really say anything because if he say, hey, don't be weird at, oh, hey, won't you put on that bigger like this or whatever, then he hates her and all, he's against women and all that stuff. So I guess
you can't, sometimes you can't win when you're a guy, but that's what I would have did.
Right.
I'd have gave her a bigger vest and made her change or something.
Right. So all those guys on the beach staring at her chest like that, come on. He doesn't want that. And plus also they also kind of just met. But like you said, I would have just said something off the bat because you drawing that line in the sand. Like, don't come outside like that. You don't have to. All right, next up, last but not least, we have Shaquille and Kirsten. Kirsten is the woman that doesn't find black men all that attractive. And Shaquille is the bald-headed man who got in a car accident, so he has a little scar on his forehead. She's repulsed by him, by the way, and they definitely ain't going to work out because she said.
I don't think she's repulsed by him. I just don't think she found him attractive. You don't got to be repulsed taking it to the extreme. I think she cool with him as like on some friend vibe tip, and she just going with the motion. But I don't think she like him like that because she said, "I wish he would have asked me for a kiss." So that's why he got the cheat. Then when he asked for a kiss, she's like, "No, I don't think we're there yet." So which is it? Like, you don't like him, you don't like him.
Right. And then she said that she loves affection and holding, but she's not into kissing like that, which is absolute bullshit.
Yeah, she's a liar.
Hey,
she don't want affection from him.
Right. No, she wants something to like hold her hand and all that stuff.
She don't.
Yes, she do, but she don't want him to kiss him.
She don't want
to kiss him. She don't want him to kiss him.
She liked it. She liked the fact that my man was in love with her at first sight. She liked that, even though she not. And she told him, she was like, when she said, so you wasn't attracted to me when you saw me? And she's like, no, not really, or whatever. Then he was like, oh, that hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she doesn't like black men.
Well,
She
I
doesn't
don't like
find.
how these experts do that because she said she didn't want a bald guy, and then she mixed him up with a bald guy. The other girl doesn't want kids, but she mixed him up with a guy that wants kids. Like, you setting the stuff up for failure from the jump.
Well, that's TV, and number two is women don't have standards like that. Women on that. If it was a bald head, okay. If he was white and bald headed, dude, would she be attracted to him? She probably would.
If he got money, probably.
Yeah, she said, I like affection, but I just really not really into kissing like that. So that mean don't kiss her. So that mean my man can't get a kiss from her and all that stuff. So that's all that mean.
She's playing.
Yeah. And that's a funny thing you say that because these men on these shows, they'd be serious about marriage and all that stuff. It's the women that's always playing around and la-di-da and just living by the day and all that shit. Yep.
Yeah, I think these the guys are for the most part, the guys try to make it work a little bit and see what's up. But it'd be the girls. If these girls ain't attracted to you, or they find something, they say anything to you crazy.
Yeah,
you just got to take that shit. And like how both these girls play their dudes, but if the roles were reversed, them guys would get killed on the internet for not, you know what I mean, giving it a chance.
Yep. So, any other movies?
Movies. I can't think of nothing right now.
Yeah, I haven't watched anything either. All right. You never watched Mayor of Kingstown yet, right? Jeremy Renner?
No, I didn't watch that.
Oh, okay.
What's his name Mike started watching the other one with Sylvester Stallone. He's
Tulsa King.
I think 2 or 3 episodes in. I think he said he liked it.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Well, all right, y'all. You can reach us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube at PNL Judgementals, Instagram at _judgementals, or you can email us at pnljudgementals@gmail.com. We'll do a Super Bowl preview. I guess we'll do it probably like Wednesday or Thursday or something like that. So we'll have all our what we think is going to happen and everything. So all right, Phil.
All right. Need no crew to produce the same effect. How lame is that? Niggas say that we drawling, but really we ballin'. They mad cause they fallin'. We rotting, they successful, but stressful.